Hi, I'm here today with a great generator from Generac. Here it is. This thing is beautiful. You can get bigger ones or you can get smaller ones. What I love about this one in particular is the size. This one is super portable. Check this out. I can actually pick it up with my right hand. I mean, even with my left hand too, but awesome, right? You can use this for camping. You can use this for emergencies. Let's talk about this wonderful generator. This is a Generac Generator. This thing is super awesome. I even love the color. This one is really nice because you can actually pick it up. Now, Generac does make some stronger generators, but this one is pretty good. This one is actually this model here. This is the GP2500i portable generator, and they make some that are much stronger than this, but this one's a good compromise. You get 2500 starting watts, 2200 running watts, which is enough to keep your food cold during emergency. This is the gas cap. It screws off, and I like it because there's a chain here, so if you just do that, you're not going to lose your cap, which is really nice. Most Generac generators and most generators in general have this feature, which is really nice. Let's take a look here at some of the connections. We have off, run, and choke. Here we have some AC outlets. These are like gold when you don't have power. You know, when you don't have any electricity, this is what it's all about right here, right? This is the most useful thing, in my opinion, when it comes to generators. You have some indicator lights here, an outlet here. Then here you have a USB port as well and some other controls there. Really nice generator. It's got the option for economy mode, which is very useful. Now, you can get much bigger generators from Generac, and a lot of them are much stronger, but typically what happens is when it comes to these generators, you're paying for the portability. So if you get a smaller one like this that you can actually pick up, it's going to cost you a little bit more money, right? And if you get the bigger, bulkier ones, typically for the same price, you can get a really big, bulky one that's way stronger than something like this. These tend to be quieter and more portable. So if you plan to use your generator on the go, then something like this, I think, is really ideal because it's so compact and you can take it with you. Whereas if you're just going to leave your generator, say, in the garage and use it for emergencies only and to run your tools, I think you'll be fine with one of the bigger, bulkier models that are a little bit less portable. But even those models have wheels, so you can move it around. It's really not that bad. It's just maybe carrying them upstairs is a little bit harder. You can easily carry this up the stairs. You can easily load this in the car, which makes it a really good all-around generator, right? You can use this for camping trips, for recreational things where you need extra power, and you can also use it for emergencies. This generator comes with a bunch of accessories. Usually whenever you buy a generator, you throw in a bunch of random tools and accessories. That's always the case. I like that this came with this particular model. That's kind of nice. And we have some oil, which is included, which, sometimes they don't include this, so I'm happy that this was thrown in. A little funnel and a little carrying case for the tools. It's always fun when they throw in some perks, but really what matters is the generator itself. And this one, again, is 2500 starting watts and 2200 running watts. So I would say that, you could get something weaker than this, but don't get too much weaker. This is a good number, 2500 starting watts. With something like this, again, you can keep your food cold and you'll be able to run most of your lights and other things during an emergency. Also, if you get a stronger one, and even with one like this, you can help your neighbors, right? You want to be that person that runs the extension cord to your neighbor's house in times of need. It's always good to help other people. This is the owner's manual for this Generac generator. You'll definitely want to keep this, and I definitely recommend that you read everything, including the gazillion safety and danger signs, because generators are not toys, right? This is a machine that uses gasoline in order to create electricity. You are not supposed to use this indoors, so make sure that you carefully read the directions. Again, do not use a generator indoors. This one should have some warning labels. Let's take a look. Here we go. Here's the typical warnings you see. Using a generator indoors can kill you in minutes. Generator exhaust contains carbon monoxide. This is a poison you cannot see or smell. And here it goes further to elaborate. Never, in all caps, use inside a home or garage, even if doors and windows are open, right? Only use outside and far away from windows, doors, and vents. Yeah, you want to be really careful. Also, you want to make sure, again, you read the entire manual before you use one of these. So again, it's not a toy. This is a very powerful machine, and it's what you would expect for the price. You pay a lot for one of these generators. Here is the quick start guide, which is really nice. It's only 3 steps, and I like that they put it on the actual generator. Some generators have a lot more steps. I was looking at one the other day. It had like 8 steps you have to follow in order to turn it on, and like 5 you follow in order to turn it off. This one is a little bit simpler than a lot of the other generators, which I think is good for people who are new to generators. And in any case, don't just read this. Always read your manual when it comes to generators, right? You want to play it safe. For example, here, point exhaust away. So this is the exhaust here. Here it talks about cleaning the spark arrestor every 50 hours to prevent engine damage. And the manual explains all of this, which is really nice. So if you're going to be a first-time generator owner, I think Generac is a pretty good choice. So should you buy this generator, or should you get, a larger model or a stronger model? My advice is this. Get the best generator you can afford, because once you buy one of these, you're going to have it probably for the rest of your life. The last thing you want to do is spend a ton of money on a generator, and then, 6 months from now, when you have a hurricane or a power outage, look back and think, oh, I should have got one that was a little bit better. Get the best one you can afford, because you'll probably have this for the rest of your life. And again, it's a tough decision, because when it comes to generators like this one that you see in the video, these tend to be a little bit more expensive because they're so lightweight. Again, look, I can pick this up with my left hand, which is absolutely amazing. And Generac makes generators that are much, much bigger than this and much, much heavier. So as a compromise, though, you get more power sometimes in those generators for the same price point. So it's a tough decision. I would recommend get the best one you can. Another thing to mention is timing. So if you're looking at generators now, which you probably are if you're watching this video, try to get one as soon as you can. And the reason is this. When you actually need a generator because you're out of power, chances are other people will need a generator as well. And so what happens is the stores sell out and shipping becomes slower because everyone is buying these things, right? They become a very high demand item. And so it's always better to be ahead of the crowd and just have one before disaster strikes. If there's a hurricane in your area and there's thousands of people without power, chances are it's going to be very hard to find a generator. Likewise for a snowstorm or a windstorm or any other cause of a power outage. So always better to have one before disaster strikes. Overall, I think this is a really good generator. Generac makes really nice, easy to use generators. Compared to other ones, I think this one's a little bit easier to use. The directions are a little bit more clear. If you're looking for a good generator for either emergencies or camping, again, this one in particular is very portable. There are some bigger models that are less portable, so keep that in mind. I think this one is a pretty good choice. I hope this video has been helpful. Good luck.